Hi, thank you for watching that video. My name is Ana Maria Manzano and this today I am going to explain about who is my PLE and what is my BLE. And first it's a personal learning environment and the second is virtual learning environment. And who are learning English, who are the practice English, who is the four I am learning new vocabularies all day and how many I practice all day. And here had a different page and who is my virtual learning English. And the third had a Facebook. This is the more famous all day because I use this all day, but I know for sharing with a friend. It's a research, a different information, community, and news. But I had a one phone. I am following one page, but different page. But my favorite page is Learn English Online, and here had a new vocabulary all day. That's this today. I need to tell about the water, and I researched that different flashcards had a that page, and had here find that page on water. Okay, the water, and here had a different type of the water. The first is a rain. When I tell about the rain, had a different vocabulary. Tell about the equal topic but different word. This today I learned new word. For example, snowflake, freezing, thunder, and breeze. That's it's about the water. And in the Salvador had two seasons, only two seasons, but still in United States had a four season. It's important you learning about the other culture because if you learn that word, it's possible you speak English with another person in the United States. And here had a different topic, different vocabulary, but the most important for me is a grammatical. And here had a grammatical so they are learning, for example, in that flashcard I spell about the eight part of the speech, who is the more important in speech. And here had a, if you had a noun, you need a verbs. Once a pronoun and an adverb, what is the position for the adjective, who is the function for the adjective, examples about the adjective, when are they using adjective when I speak, for example, the superlative and the comparative. And here you have interjection and conjunction. For example, preposition, what is the type of adverb, it's a time, mode, and different. For example, in here you have a one word and who is the mean about that word, but the in Facebook it's possible you can you communicate with all the families or friends that's lying in the other country. And here you had a Marvin Montoya. I speak in English with him. And hi, how are you? I practice my writing here. Then I had a let us try it. It's my favorite for the learning about the listening. I had a two skill practicing here. Had a listening and had a writing. For example, and he had a one song about the Adele. That's it's a if you once create one account, it's good, but I only use it that's a free app because I had a two computer and I practice all day in here. For example, chains that say that song is similar for the YouTube. And here you had a one part of the feeling on the bat. I needed one missing word in here. For example, I writing in the correct word, that's not writing anything, but I writing the correct word. It's good. It's training. This is the end. Okay. The song is continuing past the seconds screen. That's the song. For example, whole. In here the word missing is full. But the second, I don't listen that song. It's possible you listen again. Okay, gold you. Okay, then I had a university page, and he had my virtual class in UHB, and I share my videos. For example, that video I share that page, my teacher online offline, who is my homework, who is the my scoring, and different subject is depend the teacher here. Then I had a YouTube. YouTube is once my favorite that app, and it had a video for Roxana. Thank you for Roxana. That is a sample for the video in the YouTube. And his Roxana is playing where is her BLE and BLE. It's possible to only that video, don't different videos, only the songs that video. Then I had a Gmail. Gmail, it's about my principal account because that is permit download different apps in my cell phone. And he had a once emails all day. For example, I had a page. It's a English class 101 school. In here, all day send me one email about one new words in English. What is the using? That's the structure. And for example, English attack. And you too also say me what's the new song about the kids. For my baby, I also listening different song, and I learned different lyrics, and it had a super simple song, kids. When I clicking here, I had a day. Thank you for teacher. This is K raining. If you're happy, that's it. A famous song. If you're happy, 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 clap your hand. That is easy for it. That's student for the UHB, but for kids it's important because all they are learning words, and that's video. For example, who took my cookie, and that's mentioned shark, and I don't, when I listen that's a little song I imagine shark, but it's different, it's shark. And he had a Netflix. I use it for, it's a funny, and then I learn because if I select one movie, it's impossible to who is the letter I want. For example, that it's possible listen that or lyrics subtitle in the English or in Spanish. And here I had an English. That English I had in my cell phone. All day saying one new words. It's possible to take a kids quiz. Could teach a one word all day. Translated the word the English, but to Spanish or to Spanish for English. If you had a words of day, for example, here you had a poach. In poach you had a song, who is the pronunciation, who is the using, who is the synonyms, had that word. And then you had a structure. If you want to learn English, ask me. If you say see, all they say me want a little at quiz. For example, the using of the preposition, who is the structure in the grammatical. Then I had a Google that it's in the computer. It's necessary Google because in here I write about the who is the, where is the PLE. It's a resource here. I had a different document, and here who is the digital studies key, who is the personal learning environment, and explain me who is the important here. Then I had a E2 language, and had a easy exam, for example, for preparation for the TOEFL test. And here one practice once on the month. I had many times of practice in that space, but in this today I take a new practice in here. Then TED Talks, it's had a academic talks. And for example, this today I saw about the color theme. I imagine who is the topic in here, but explain if you look that color, it's possible to imagine that different type of life. If in here explain different career and professionals, had at times biology, that analysis for the life, the psychology, and explain that different. But the most important in here, you are improved those listening skill, and you learn a new vocabulary in here. Duolingo is the most easy, but I am practice here. It's because all that app. Did you remember study of the English this today? You promised 1 minute for day. Okay, I think, for example, in here had a translator. Un niño, una niña viajan a. Okay, ten extra letter in here. In here, saber inglés. That is only aspect, but it's free, but had a different topic. For example, had a song, movie, television, exercise about the listening, writing, lectures, tales, and books, dictionaries. All that I use it that space because I need to create my class for my kids. And when I practice in here had a different place game and hit my student had a motivation learning English. Saber Inglés had a one blob and here I am following that's the name. It's a English idiom with food and here I'm following in here then I listen tell about who is the a piece of cake, then explain who is the is word if one a different state and who is the user when I tell in English, the use is a conversation skill, who the use it in, and then it's necessary you comment that in the video, under the video, or commenting in here. Then I had a but and here had a grammatical in context because I forget how writing an essay and he reads who writing an essay for my class who is the grammatical structure because it's easy to use tell about the person third person and singular because if you say he thoughts he rooms but if you had a long sentence is you confused if you know how to concentration you know how to practice when writing and listening in English but always in the night I had next to a earphone because I'm the breastfeeds and my baby and I always am listening tofu ads I had on my cell phone. I had one app, a specific app. The name is Tofu 2017, and he had one option if I need it online my upload my cell phone. I need had a one structures of grammar. Thank you for watching that video. This is my virtual learning environment and personal learning environment. I promise practice all day. Thank you. Watch that video.